guys, it's Two on Maxwell here. Welcome to another edition of TNA Making an Impact. It's now episode 4. On the third week of April, we're on our way to lockdown. We've got this show, next week's show, and then we are at our first pay-per-view. Yep, that's right, TNA on pay-per-view. Who would have thought? So again, we're continuing to build up as good a card as possible. We were greeted with a bit of bad news this week. Unfortunately, we have lost Maria to Dragon Gate on a written contract, so I didn't get to use her. And it means when the miracle comes, it's just going to be Mike Bennett all on his own. So it's a bit of a disappointment there, but I didn't think she would be poached and didn't think we'd lose her, and just shows that she's gone. But I don't think she was going to be a massive part of this, to be honest, so we'll not look at it as too much of a loss. So we'll kick on today's show, 19 segments. I hope you enjoy it, guys, as we build on the way to TNA Lockdown. So sold out 2,700 in the Burr Gymnasium, which is in Washington, D.C. We start the show with the iconic one, Matt Hardy. Matt says, last week we saw Jeff and Drew argue about who was going to be the TNA Heavyweight Champion at Lockdown. Hello, you're looking at him. It's going to be me, the iconic Matt Hardy, who dashes all of your dreams when I reclaim what is mine. I will let Drew and Jeff take each other out, and I will sweep up the mess and capture my championship back. So the first shot of the day goes to Matt Hardy, a good B-73 promo there, going well off script, got the show off to a strong start, and the brother versus champion storyline continues. Only negative is a low experience of the announce team, so I'm happy with that. Matt is then interrupted by the TNA Impact champion, Drew Galloway. Drew says, why, if it isn't just typical Matt Hardy, weaseling his way out of matches and allowing others to beat the hell out of each other so that he can try and take advantage. Well, Matt, I've got some bad news for you. I've got word from management that tonight's main event is booked in and that you're in action, as am I. Tonight you will team up with the Decay in a 6-man tag team match to face the team of the Wolves and me, Drew Galloway. So D43 for that segment there as we get our main event set up, and Drew finishes the promo by saying, so a little word of warning, Matt, try surviving tonight first if you even want to make it to lockdown. So threatening words from Drew, disappointing that our champion's only a D43 in promo, but we'll need to build Mr. Galloway up. But overall, a pretty decent start to the show. Then at about the terrible wrestling and a non-existent crowd heat, Trevor Lee defeated Tigre Uno in 9 minutes and 12 by pinfall, D-36, Tigre Uno with 35 and Trevor Lee with 29 in terms of ring performance, building up Trevor Lee. No skill improvements to speak of, few negatives there, but again, it's a massive work in progress in our X division. Which leads to the following segment. After his win over Tigre Uno, we see Trevor Lee openly mocking his downed opponent. We then see Gregory Helms take to the ring and grab a microphone. He says, Trevor, stop. Trevor, that's enough. Trevor Lee finally stops the beatdown and shouts, what the hell do you want? Gregory Helms says, what do I want? Well, as you're well aware, the X Division is one of the main focal points of TNA Impact Wrestling, and it's time we get the world talking about it again. So as the head of the X Division, it is my duty to give the fans the most elite competitors to make this division thrive again. So Lockdown, I have a surprise for you. You'll defend that championship against one of the very best high flyers the world has to offer. Good luck. Trevor Lee looks shocked as Helms drops the mic. He's basically dropped a bombshell on him, and he heads to the back. D-36 here. Gregory Helms went off script, but again, we'll just try to use folk like Gregory Helms to try and help get Trevor Lee's overness up because it is very low at the moment. But so we're going to have a surprise debut at Lockdown for the X Division Championships. I think most of these can figure out who it is if you've been watching previous episodes, but that's the route we're going down. Next up in a terrible match, Jade defeated Velvet Sky in 9:29 by pinfall, illegally using the ropes for leverage. During the match we also had Sienna run in and attack Jade, so Sienna makes her debut. This was a D-36, Jade's getting better at her gimmick. Sienna debuted an arrogant heel gimmick, which got an initial rating of average, and both ladies had a 37 rating for their in-ring performance, so pretty good there. But a little bit different from real life TNA. Jade's obviously still a heel, so I thought because of her low overness, let's bring Sienna in as a kind of bodyguard for her. Not too many negatives there, mostly for Velvet Sky, and we'll probably look to phase her out over time. Match is over and Jade gets the lucky win over Velvet Sky, largely thanks to the debut of Sienna, who's pretty much saved her bacon. Both knockouts stand over the fallen Velvet Sky. They have sent a statement of intent to Gail Kim and Madison Rayne, both looking to challenge for the Knockouts Championship. So E-21, basically debuting Sienna. Next up, we've got another hype promo for the Miracle. He says he's coming soon. The one thing that TNA really needs, a miracle. So obviously another Mike Bennett hype promo there, E27. Next up in a terrible match, James Storm defeated Mika in 6:27 by pinfall with the 8-second ride, D42. I'm pretty sure Mika's not even under contract with TNA, so I'm probably just going to job him out, to be honest, put other guys over. But if I want to get some momentum for James Storm, he gets the 49 performance, Mika with the 22. No skill improvements to speak of, and quite a few negatives there. But again, it's building up to a program down the line for James Storm. Next up, and about the terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd heat, Tyrus defeated Mandrews in 5:23 by pinfall with a G-grip, D plus 48 here. Obviously Tyrus is going to be getting a bit of a push here. Dominant performance by the Monster. He has a 48 in-ring performance to Mandrews' 26. Tyrus is getting better at his gimmick. Mandrews is improving performance skills. I think he'll be one more for the future. And it's a good win for Tyrus. Tyrus picks up a convincing victory over Mandrews before he's joined in the ring by Dixie Carter. Yay! Ethan, I have came to a decision. You want me gone from here, and I want to make your life a living hell for disrespecting your family name. So there is only one solution. A lockdown, it will all be on the line. If you can defeat your opponent, you get rid of me from TNA for good. However, if you're defeated, you will never again challenge for the TNA Impact World Heavyweight Championship. Your opponent, none other than this man beside me, your old bodyguard, Tyrus. So you'll learn the hard way that you don't ever cross the boss. So booked in for lockdown, Tyrus versus EC3. If Tyrus wins, EC3 gets no more title shots. If EC3 wins, Dixie Carter is gone for good. So E-23, I think will cool the crowd a little bit, because let's be honest, Dixie Carter pretty much ruins everything. We then see Jeremy Borash backstage, and he says, "Ladies and gentlemen, my guest at this time is the international sensation Shibata." Shibata then walks into the shot, and Jeremy Borash says to him, "How does it feel to be in TNA Impact Wrestling?" Shibata doesn't speak though. He just stares down the camera as if he's ready to kick all our asses and basically beat the shit out of us. He then walks off as we cut to the commercial as his match is next. F plus 16, again building them up from scratch, but Shibata's here to take no shit. And about the feature terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd heat, Shibata defeats Mahabali Shira in 407 by pinfall. Another squash match. Shibata goes over. D-39, he kicks the shit out of Shira. He gets the 28 performance to his 42. No skill improvements here, but again building up that this man is here to take names. Then have another hype video for the Destroyer Bobby Lashley. C62, a cheap grey, then really just hyping up the fact that I don't really have anything for him at the moment, which is worrying, because he's one of our bigger names on the company. And then an extremely short match, he defeats Braxton Sutter in 3 minutes 11 with a knockout punch. D plus 49, simple squash match, gives Bobby Lashley the victory of momentum, gets the crowd going again. Bobby Lashley with the 62 performance to Braxton Sutter's 34. No skill improvements to speak of, and the dirt sheet has a few negatives. And then a decent match, EC3 defeats Bram in 12:24 by pinfall with the Sweet Meat Sizzler. C65 is good here, both gentlemen not suited to their gimmicks. They got the crowd hotter. EC3 with a 66, Bram with a 54. Bram's improving his performance skills, will probably give Bram a good push as well. Most negatives there, stamina, inconsistency, and the announce team, but that's pretty good for the level we're at the moment. So very happy with that. Then after the grilling contest between EC3 and Bram, we see Carter come out victorious. He takes a minute or two to get his breath back before he gives us a promo. He's got some things to get off his chest. He says, "Is this all you've got, Aunt Dixie? This? This and Tyrus? Honestly, I do not care whatever you throw at me. Whoever they are, I will knock them down. I will do anything in my power to get rid of you and make this company great again. So Tyrus, you better be ready, because at lockdown, I am going to kick your ass." So a good promo there for EC3, B-74. Some of the better promos you're going to get in the company. Gets the storyline over. Everything helped it there from the commentary side of things. No skill improvements, but overall a very, very good promo from EC3. We then have a highlight and hype package for tonight's main event, Matt Hardy and the Decay against the Wolves and Drew Galloway. D-36 is not good, that may cause us to lose Pop. That advances to the storylines. The match itself and about had some decent wrestling, but it didn't have too much heat. Matt Hardy and the Decay defeat Drew Galloway and the American Wolves in 14-16 when Matt Hardy beats Davey Richards by pinfall after using a foreign object. C-55, okay, not great. I suppose here Matt Hardy and Abyss are the ones that are really over. Crazy Steve being the weak link, so we really need to try and build up Steve. In terms of in-ring performances, Eddie Edwards 53, Davey Richards 57, Drew Galloway 54, still good. The 57 and 53 for Abyss and Matt Hardy are good, it's just that 26 for Crazy Steve is worrying. Both storylines advance with this segment, and again, we need to split up Abyss and Rosemary. At one point, Abyss is improving technical and Rumble, Davey Richards is improving Rumble and flying skills, so overall I think that's a pretty successful show. And we finish it off with Matt Hardy stolen a victory here, and he rolls out the ring instantly before Drew Galloway can enter and get his hands on him. The referee raises Matt's hand before the music of Jeff Hardy plays, and the crowd goes wild. Jeff comes out and stands at the top of the ramp, pointing at the ring. Matt Hardy is at the bottom of the ramp, steaming with rage, while Drew is in the ring, and he grabs his title, before lifting it up and shouting if any of the Hardys want it, they can come and get it. These three collide in just under 2 weeks at Lockdown, who will prevail as your TNA Impact Wrestling champion. So a C-58 to end the show. Jeff looks good, Matt looks bad, Drew looks bad, and overall the storyline will continue. In the show, C-55, we do increase our pop in 19 regions, but obviously our storylines didn't pass the rating we need to get. I'm going to blame that firmly probably on Drew Galloway, I think. Drew Galloway, because he's just not as over as we need him to be for a world champion. But we'll double check before we really do put all the blame on him. Folk found it as a decent show. Storylines, we have to get 59 heat. Let's have a look. Yep, C-55. EC3 managed to steal that storyline over despite having Dixie Carter on it. So it's a shame, but it's still we're getting pop increases, so hopefully we can keep stretching away from the 47 importance and keep getting ratings over 53, which you'll see us hopefully become just staying a cult company and just get as far away from being any lower. But 1.3 million nearly in the bank, so that's good. Hopefully we can keep building that up over the next couple of weeks and stuff. Hopefully with a good pay-per-view. I think that'll tell a lot about how our financial muscle is going to be going forward. Prestige at 31 now, momentum at 14. Trevor Lee wants a better push, and I was at 1.09 on TV, which is better than TNA are getting in real life. So we'll quickly change Trevor Lee before I end up forgetting. He wants to become a mid-carder. Okay, we'll give him that if that's what he wants. As you can see, Trevor Lee, 17 pop, and if we go to track his progress, started at 7, so we've already got him up 10, so that's ideal. If we can keep increasing him at that rate, hopefully we can make a really good worker out of him. But didn't start at a great place. Shibata, if we have a quick look at him, still 17s. When he signed for TNA, he was 10, so he's up a good bit as well. So slowly but surely we'll get there. But yeah, just hopefully we keep improving. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. As I say, it'll get better and better once we get more workers signed up. As I say, the TNA roster's pretty thin at the moment and not the greatest. So we just need to wait and see. But thank you for watching, guys. It's been a pleasure. If you've enjoyed the episode, leave an old thumbs up. Any comments on the series? If you're managing TNA yourself, let me know how you're getting on, who you've signed, what kind of direction you're taking them in terms of storylines and the like. And as always, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed it and you want to see more TW content, you can always hit the old sub button. That'll drop these videos into your inbox every Tuesday and Friday. And of course, if you are watching this from the Grey Dog Software website, any comments you can put in the forum thread on this is deeply appreciated. I will get back to everything, as I say. Unfortunately, written dynasties were never a strong point of mine. So thanks for watching, guys. It's deeply appreciated. I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.